So welcome back. Here we are in the Forest Gardens nursery, and we're talking about permaculture design and some of the different ways that it can help us figure out how to live in a more healthy and balanced way with the planet. And people often ask, what is it about permaculture that's different from other design methodologies, design systems? And one of the things that I often think about is that at its core, permaculture is based off of a series of ethical beliefs. It's an ethical framework for designing. And those ethics are actually so important because they help to guide our actions. They kind of serve as a barometer that we can be guided by and that can help keep us in balance. So that if we're thinking about doing something, but we're not sure, is this actually the right decision? Is this going to have positive impacts, and are the costs justified, from whatever the end result is? The ethics of permaculture can help us to answer those questions in a really practical and easy way. For example, the first ethic in permaculture is earth care. And so does this project that we're planning to do, does this thing that we're thinking of building, does this actually care for the earth? Is it leading to a healthier ecosystem and a more, stable biosphere? And so it becomes quite easy to, in many ways, eliminate a lot of the ideas or projects or decisions that aren't going to support that ethic, and kind of gives us a clear pathway for how to walk in the world. And so in terms of a design system, figuring out how to do things, how to make plans, how to create, different solutions in the world, as far as I know, permaculture is the only design system that actually has an ethical basis to it and an ethical foundation. And those ethics didn't just arrive by chance. They're very deliberately there, and in many ways based off of, deep relationship and understanding of the natural world and our place in it. In fact, most, if not all, indigenous cultures on the planet have an ethical framework for how they relate to the land and to each other. And so permaculture, which is very much a blending of modern ecological science, systems thinking and understanding, and indigenous worldview and indigenous techniques for land stewardship, blends those together. And that's why the ethics are so important as the foundation of the design system. So if any of that piques a curiosity in you and you're wanting to know more about the ethics and how do we live in a more, ethically aligned way with the planet and with each other, then invite you to come and take a look at the permaculture design course that we're hosting here at Forest Gardens this season. It's a 2-week intensive course, and we will be talking and learning and sharing all about these interesting concepts for how do we live in a good way here on this planet together.